Sulia.
Welcome to Sulia, the best podcast in the world. We focus on sports and anything that has to do with sports, basically. So my name is Joel, voice of God. I'm joined by...
I'm Selwyn, the playmaker.
Joseph, aka True Lord.
So today we're going to be talking about the FA Cup. Is the FA Cup final enough to save Ten Hag's job?
But before all of that, we want to give a shout out to G Sports GH, who kitted us out today. You can find them on all social media. Yeah, so you can find them on all social media: IG, Instagram, IG, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you want to find them.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Oh, they're on YouTube. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Already getting sponsored. So
Nice.
Shout out to them.
And if you want to sponsor us, please do. We can tailor ourselves to you. Any way you want us to do, we are ready to match your company. Anything you want us to do. We will do all adverts. We are very open. So, back to it. We are going into... Let's start off with the Liverpool versus Manchester United game.
How do I feel about it? Not the best. I can't believe we lost in such a manner. Jeez. The first half started poorly for Liverpool, right? We went down 1-0, but miraculously,
Thanks to Scott McTominay.
thanks to Liverpool, we were able to equalize and take the lead. And guess what I did after that? I fell asleep because I was sure that this game is in the bag. I was asleep only to wake up and it was 2-2. Imagine my shock.
By the one and only Anthony, who has been struggling
With his right foot.
with his right foot, his weak foot.
Anthony. I'm so ashamed. Anyway,
So let's go through the game. So it starts off, United takes the early lead. Scott McTominay gets the goal. Shortly, and we see some fanciful footwork from Kobe Mainoo. But why are you rolling your eyes? Anyway, moving on. So
He took on the whole Liverpool midfield.
took on the whole Liverpool midfield. So we see fanciful footwork from Kobe Mainoo. And then after about 30 minutes of domination by Manchester United, Liverpool dominates the last 10 to 15 minutes, where we see the first goal comes in from who? Who scored the first goal for Liverpool?
McAllister.
McAllister. We see the cut back to McAllister. Nice goal.
A low deflection from Kobe Mainoo.
For Kobe Mainoo, yes. Shortly after, Mo Salah with a rebound.
And that's why I fell asleep. Surely,
Because you knew you were done.
Yeah, as usual, But miraculously, Anthony was able to come through a last-minute goal.
In the dying minutes of the...
Uncharacteristic of Man U.
Yeah, because second half was mostly dominated by Liverpool.
The whole
As
game.
usual.
Yes. Because even I lost hope. I was like, this is another one of those games. Then Anthony gets the goal in the
game to extra
in the
time.
18 box, sends it to extra time. But before extra time, Rashford had a massive
Glorious
chance,
chance.
one-on-one, where he
One-on-one.
missed.
Squandered it. It's like
Rashford.
Rashford is back.
Who
2-2.
crossed? Someone crossed the ball. So he controlled it
No,
nicely.
it wasn't. So I think Fernandes lifted it.
Yeah, and he controlled it nicely.
Was it Fernandes or Ericsson? One of them lifted it to Rashford. Rashford gets the ball nicely and then sends it wide.
Right.
Then goes into extra time, and then Harvey Elliott scores a banger.
Super goal.
Shortly after, we get a McTominay plays the ball through into Rashford. Rashford slots it in.
That wasn't shortly after. That was literally 120 minutes when.
No, it wasn't one. Also, okay, maybe it was the second half of extra time.
When,
True.
Almost at the end when Man U equalized.
Yes. And then
Harvey Elliott and Luis Diaz. I don't know who they were making out. I don't know what they were doing over there. Luis Diaz is getting the ball. He said, okay, he leaves it for Harvey Elliott.
Poor
As soon as he's about to control it,
Ahmad.
he comes through and just.
But before
Mad
that,
Diallo.
Liverpool had this chance where they were like 5 against 2.
No, we're not able to score.
Bro.
That
But that was-
keeps happening.
That was actually very good play from Lindelof and I think was Dallo.
Yes, Dallo.
So
Dallo
Dallo
had a
and
good
Lindelof
game,
I think like Dallo has actually been United's most consistent player this season.
Yep.
So Dallo and Lindelof was 5 against 2. They kept it very narrow, and then they were able to confuse the Liverpool attackers. where they just made a huge mess out of
what
that.
a shock. And even I was like, okay, at least penalty is not that bad. Even if we go to pens, we can still win the game. You
To
know.
be very honest, yeah, I felt like if it went to pens, United would have scored.
So that
Reason
shows
being,
that penalties-
United had taken off most of their defensive players.
yeah.
It was only attackers because you had Fernandes playing centre back.
Yeah, let's
Shout out to
those
Fernandes.
changes by Ten Hag though.
Though.
Like,
Yes, very good changes though.
brought in Anthony, slapped in Ahmad.
I'm not going to lie. When that happened, I was already insulting Ten Hag. I was like, you want to win, they are bringing on Anthony.
Anthony, yeah. Me, but when you brought in Ericsson, I was like, bro, come on.
Ericsson
this guy
cannot
is not
play.
in form.
He can't play football.
Like,
anymore.
so I was like, who's in the middle right now? 'Cause
Yeah.
that place, there was a big hole. And
What was surprising to me, sorry to cut
Yeah,
you,
nah,
but what was
cool.
surprising to me was McTominay played 120 minutes.
Yep. And he was limping. You could tell he's struggling, but bro, I think the man was like, he even went to the bench, was like, change, but no, they said, my friend, please.
So my friend,
Today-
stay.
today's your day.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also Ahmad, he has not been getting a lot of game time. So to
Yes,
come on
yes.
like that,
Yes, take
at
your
the
chance.
last, to take the ball, give it to what was the guy?
Garnacho.
Garnacho showed his speed. Our defender was 84, was trying his
Bradley.
best,
Was that Bradley?
Bradley,
Yeah,
yeah.
Bradley.
trying his best to do a Van Dijk.
Yeah.
But only Van Dijk can be a Van Dijk.
But I feel like Bradley actually did well, like trying to.
Moving, he moved
But
him
by
up.
the
Moving,
time
moving.
Ahmad got that touch, do you see he faked in and went
yeah,
out?
went
So
out, yeah.
Cody was like,
Yeah.
No way.
and
That was
then
very
he
good.
slid in, took a shell for that iconic.
Which
one.
is
Bro, how do you-
another yellow. How can you forget you had a yellow card?
How do you forget?
So there was now a debate on why even removing your shirts for a yellow card is a thing, and then we're reminded that Forlan
Fallen, yeah.
took his shirt off, and then the game started. He
couldn't
was
wear
still
it.
holding his shirt.
Because he couldn't wear
Yeah, so since that they were like, okay, nobody's taking.
So
his
now back to the main question at hand. Do you think this is enough to save Ten Hag's job?
I mean, definitely, United are a very reactionary team. I'm not a Man U fan, but from outside looking in, they look at what happens. If the guy is able to get a result, they will definitely keep him in. It's not like other teams where the decision would have been made. No matter what happens, he's going. Man U themselves don't know what to do. So if he wins an FA Cup against what looks like to be City, because, I mean, Man U should beat Coventry, but if they win, I mean, who's saying no now? Like, they'll give him a new contract, probably.
And Selwyn, as a United fan, what do you think?
I think it would be ridiculous for the owners to not know the future of the manager by this time. Like, I think it shouldn't even depend on the FA Cup or what happens. If they really believe in him and they think he's the man to go for, they should know by this time. And that's what I remember Gary Neville was saying like a month ago, that it wouldn't make sense for them not to know what to do at this moment if Ten Hag should take us through. Because what I was thinking about is that if Ten Hag leaves, for me, I don't know which manager is supposed to replace him right now. I don't think there's anybody yet. We're talking about Southgate, but I don't think Southgate.
Are you saying we should keep? I said we. You guys should keep.
Yeah, me, I'm always
Ten Hag.
down with
Join
keeping the
us,
manager.
Yolo.
I think the manager needs to stay, give him another chance.
Ten Hag at the wheel.
because we've not had anyone to get a proper structure around him. We've had Van Gaal. Van Gaal was third in the World Cup before he came to United, so he was a good manager. Jose Mourinho, he doesn't need to even talk about himself. You all know where the but it was a disaster. The only player maybe, the only coach maybe Ole that we didn't have anything. But even him, he tried to do something. So give Ten Hag the structure. If he fails next season, he should be out by November.
So how many seasons
For Ten Hag.
of if he fails next season?
Oh,
But next season,
that's what I'm saying. By November,
We should know.
you should know if Ten Hag
And
can
who
do the
will
job.
you
or-
bring?
That one
Right now,
day.
there's a scarcity of managers. If you
Oh, there are people
The-
available.
what's our director of football's name, man? The guy who went from Newcastle.
Ineos.
Ineos and all. They should
Dan
know their
Ashworth.
replacement.
But he hasn't signed yet, though.
I'm sure they're in discussion. But they should know who should replace him. But that's Southgate's matter. They should forget. How?
Southgate, before the England job, where was he? Was coaching where?
Middlesbrough.
He got fired after
Middlesbrough, after 3 years, he wasn't doing anything. They got relegated or something.
Yeah.
And then he got the under 21 job for England. Then they promoted
Where
him
he
from-
worked with Dan Ashworth. So that's why That's why if you look at it, England has been able to dominate in the under
Yeah, in the youth,
21s
and-
because of the structures that Dan Ashworth put in
Yeah.
place. So it is these structures that United is trying to replicate in.
Yeah, so Ashworth will play
United.
that same structure for Ten Hag and you succeed.
So do you think that?
Try.
So do you think that is going to build
I'll
with
finish.
what's his name, Southgate? Those structures. Do you think, considering they have worked together before, do you think that should or help?
England is not United. I mean, as much as they say there's so much pressure with the England job, but Manchester United carries, to me, a little bit of global weight than England because England the pressure is in the country, but United all over the world, everyone is talking about United. But I don't know if Southgate can take that pressure or he can do that job.
Okay.
So, Joe, do you have an answer to your question? What do you also think? Lastly, let's wrap this up.
Ten Hag. You guys know my views on Ten Hag. I've been saying Ten Hag out from the beginning. Jesus. However, as you were saying, maybe I think we should give him a chance to see how it would be without all these structures around. Sorry, all these poor structures around him. Let him have some full backing. Let him
backing again.
No, when I say full backing,
Not only money.
not just monetary, because Ten Hag has been in charge of like what's it called, transfers and all of those.
I want him to
Let's
be like
have a
actual
proper
manager.
recruitment inside the team.
Instead of just
Let's
first
have
team
like a
coach.
proper plan, like a proper direction. Maybe if, as you said, he is not doing well at the beginning of the season, we can have him out.
Yeah.
That would also put stress on the next person who's coming in, because that person will not have a preseason and all of that. Honestly, I don't know.
But last, I'll answer. Lastly, it's obvious that if he wins the FA Cup, definitely
He's staying.
his job will be saved.
But Van Gaal won and then they sacked him on that day. Or even before that FA Cup final.
No, they sacked him after, and that's when they
But
said
he knew.
the philosopher is out, and then
Yes, but then
special one is in.
people in the club knew
Yeah,
Van
that
Gaal had
this
lost
guy
his
was
job
out.
before, and apparently his wife even heard about it.
Wow.
Before the
Even
game.
before the game.
Yeah.
But
So-
did he himself know? He
He
knew.
had an idea,
that
but I
he's
wasn't
probably
really sure.
gonna
So
go.
when they were celebrating and
He
everything,
was based.
apparently he was just there somewhere alone, and Rooney was telling him that, "Nah, come and join us." But they had sacked him. Woodward just messed him up.
He's gone. But that happened. I guess that one is a relationship thing. more
Because
than-
apparently Mourinho wanted a job badly.
Yeah. So you see, it
Yeah.
depends on the circumstance. I guess. So there you have it, Joe.
Anyway, so what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Put them in the
Let's say
comments.
because last season Ten Hag went to the FA Cup final.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. That's true.
He's
And
gone to
he
the FA
lost.
Cup final.
He went to
But
FA
he
Cup
still-
final, lost.
season.
Also, but he won the EFL.
So I mean, it's not that bad.
Mickey Mouse.
It is, because United may not go to the Champions League. We'll still get European football,
Yeah.
but the Champions League is the
The
caliber.
Yeah.
the league has been disastrous, That's what that's.
Anyway, tell us what you think in the comments. Yeah.
Thank you.